Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning, and welcome to Storytime. Thank you so much for joining me. Well, happy Wednesday. The week is moving well along now. Happy Wednesday. I hope that you have a lovely day. And I hope that this week has been one to remember for sure. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime, and glad that you're here. And of course, today we are birds. We are soaring. So get ready for the book that is coming right up. It is a beautiful one. It is a sweet book. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. Please let us know where you're joining in from and who is joining in with you. I hope you're excited for this one, as I am. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope too that you've enjoyed the books that we've read so far this week. We had Construction Site, Farming Strong all year long, and then of course we were asking ourselves, what color is night, with the beautiful book from Grant Schneider on Monday, and many more to come this week. Look forward to those. Thank you so much for joining in, and welcome. This is our book for today. I Am a Bird. This one is written by Hope Lim, illustrations by HYEWON Yum, and we're reading this one with permission of the publishers, Candlewick Press. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope that you enjoy this one to the max. Thank you for being here. Let us see who is with us this morning, ready to enjoy a fantastic story. And remember too that we have guests coming to Storytime next week, so excitement all around that one as well. Lots of guests coming through. I cannot wait for you to meet them. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime, and good morning to you, Ari and Megan out in Kentucky. Thank you so much for joining in. And you say we're playing a game. What game are you playing? I would love to know. Am I invited to come and join in? Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. It is rainy, and we really needed it. Well, I am glad that the rain is there today, and with all goodness too. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime today. Ari and Megan out in the rain, enjoying playing a game as well as listening into Storytime. Wow, can't I want to be a part of that too. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime, and a very big hug to you. Thank you so much, Ari and Megan. Good morning to you. How are you doing out in Natchitoches, Louisiana? Thank you for joining us. Wacky Wednesday. Hello, I love it to everyone from Chad, Auntie Ann, and Auntie Pam from Natchitoches. Yes, thank you so much. We appreciate that. Much needed. Thank you for being here with us on Storytime, and I hope that you've had a lovely morning so far, and indeed I hope that this story just adds to that goodness. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Good morning to you, Megan. You say we're playing a game with the bananagram tiles. Ooh, we're trying to make as many words as we can. Okay, and is this timed or just making the words until you finish the tiles? I love that. I like that. Bananagrams. I like Scrabble over bananagrams, but I will play bananagrams for sure. And I've learned a bit of strategy with it as time has gone by. But that sounds like an exciting game. I wonder, like, what's your favorite word of the ones that you've made so far, or what do you think is your pick of the day? Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. And let's get ready. Let's get cozy. Let's get comfortable as we'll be getting started with our book very shortly. And join me on the other side of this short break when we're back for more Storytime. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Hi, I'm Charlotte Chang, co-author of Bobo Loves Dumplings, Bobo's Colorful Chinese New Year, and Night Market Rescue. And this is Storytime with Mr. Lamada.
Welcome back. Yes, indeed. Charlotte Chang, author of Night Market Rescue. And you know we had her here too with Michelle Jing Chang. And they got to talk about their book and their craft and so many other things. So if you missed it, please go ahead and catch it on the Storytime archives. But of course, find the book as well at your local library and wherever else you find books. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Oh, I love that. Day hugs. And fine. All right. I will take those. Thank you so much for joining in story time today. Love it. There's a game for you, everybody else. Using bananagram tiles, making up words. Thank you so much for sharing, Harry. All right, here we go. I am a bird. This one is written by Hope Lim, illustrations by HYEWON Yum. And we're reading this one with permission of the publishers, CANDLEWICK Press. I'm laughing because I almost said a different name, but it is CANDLEWICK Press. Thank you so much for joining in. And how about that? Oh, there you go. I'm glad you shared. Yeah, Pamela Courtney. Well, if you're new to this one, Pamela Courtney, then I'll play you now. Not when you've known, once you know the game. Nope, I won't do it. Oh, yes. All right, here we go. That's beautiful. I am a bird. Aww. I am a bird. Written by Hope Lim, illustrations by HYEWON Yum, and read with permission of the publishers, CANDLEWICK Press. I am a bird. Yeah. Was bird one of the words today? I am a bird. You know, and the song now that is in my head, right? Just like the last time I think we read it. There's Three Little Birds is playing in my head right now. I am a bird. Every morning I fly like a bird on Daddy's bike. Oh, caw, 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 caw. I sing like a bird on the way to school. Caw, 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 caw. Yes, every morning I fly like a bird on Daddy's bike. I sing like a bird on the way to school. People wave and smile, and the birds sing back. Caw, 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 caw. Every morning, I fly like a bird on Daddy's bike. People wave and smile, and the birds sing back. Caw. One morning, I see a woman with a blue coat and a big bag. She is walking very fast. Where is she going? Who is she? Look at those investigative eyes. One morning, I see a woman with a blue coat and a big bag. She is walking very fast. Where is she going? What is she up to? She does not wave. She does not smile. Who's that? Everybody waves and smiles, but this woman doesn't. She does not wave. She does not smile. She's walking very fast. Where to? The next morning, I see her again with the same blue coat, the same big bag. I do not smile. I do not wave. The next morning, I see her again with the same blue coat and the same big bag. I do not smile. I do not wave. Who is she? I turn and look and wonder. What's inside the bag? Where is she going? Why doesn't she smile and wave? Who is this woman? Are you wondering the same too? Yeah. I turn and look and wonder. What's inside the bag? Where is she going? Why doesn't she smile and wave? Great wondering. Do you think we'll find out? Day after day, my bird song stops when I spot the blue dot in the distance. Daddy, I don't like her. She's just a lady taking a walk, Daddy responds. Yeah. Day after day, my bird song stops when I spot the blue dot in the distance. Daddy, I don't like her. She's just a lady taking a walk, he says. But what if she's not? I hide behind Daddy's back when we pass her. One morning, we are late for school and we don't pass the woman. Then near the end of the park, I see her. There she is. What is she up to? One morning, we're late for school and we don't pass the woman. Then, near the end of the park, I see her. Can you see her too? Yeah. When we get closer, I hear her. Chee, 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 chee. She's whispering a song to the birds. Whoa. How cool is that? Yes, when we get closer, I hear her. Chee, 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 chee. She's whispering a song to the birds. I turn and look until she sees me. I smile and wave. Ca-caw, caw, caw. Chee, 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 she responds. Ah. I turn and look until she sees me. I smile and wave. I am a bird again. Caw, 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 caw. And now I know she's just like me. Chee, 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 chee. Ah. We are birds. Chee, 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 chee. Ca-caw, ca-caw. We are birds. And that is the end of our story. Oh. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. I hope you enjoyed that one. I love this one too. I Am a Bird, written by Hope Lim and illustrations by HYEWON Yum. Thank you so much for joining in today. I hope you enjoyed it. I love it. And yeah, I hope it's definitely one to look for at the library, or indeed one to add to your repertoire, one to add to your shelves indeed. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. Absolutely love it that we were here together. Please catch me on the other side of this short break when we're back for more story time.
Hi, my name is Zetta Elliott, and I am the author of 40 books for kids, including Dragons in a Bag and A Place Inside of Me. You're watching Storytime with Mr. Lamata.
Welcome back. Thank you so much, Zetta Elliott, author of many amazing books. And if you haven't checked out the Dragons in a Bag series, well, it is, I encourage you to do it. It is a beautiful series. And yeah, if you can read even a few pages a day, just drag it out a few weeks, a few months. It is beautiful indeed. And yeah, one that I will go back sometime and reread for sure. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. I'm glad that you're here with us. And of course, look out too for A Place Inside of Me, one of my favorite books. This is an award-winning book too, A Place Inside of Me, but there's also Melena's Jubilee from Zetta Elliott. So do look out for those. But today we were soaring. We were birds. Yes, at one point we had to hide, but we came back. We're birds. I am a bird. Hope Lim, HYEWON Yum, and of course, Candlewick Press. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. I am glad that we were here together. More Candlewick books coming up. And of course, tomorrow we bring back this one, and it is called Love in the Library. It is written by Maggie Takudaho and illustrations by Yas Imamura. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. I look forward to this one tomorrow. Join me. Come on out and have fun with us. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. I'm glad that we're here together. One more time, let us see who was with us here on Storytime. Oh, I love it. I love it. Maple enjoyed this book too. He loves watching birds. Oh, I love it. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Glad you're here with us. And of course, I hope that you continue to enjoy your games today, read more books, and hopefully to just enjoy the rain out there. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. I love it. Pamela Courtney, you mentioned bananagrams, and for me, I kind of like to think of it as it is, I think, for those that find Scrabble a little bit too slow moving, bananagrams is the one for you because it's a little more fast paced. So it's just so interesting. Like that's the major difference that I've found. And of course, the strategy around it is slightly different. But yeah, I feel like bananagrams is very fast, can be fast paced. But yeah, I hope that you enjoy it as you learn once you get those instructions as well. Thank you so much for joining in. I'm curious to see how it goes, how you all be doing out there with it. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. And of course, Chad, we say good morning to you as well, and good morning to you, Auntie Anne, as well. Thank you so much for joining us out there in Natchitoches, Louisiana. I hope that you have a lovely, lovely day indeed. Thank you for for being here with us on Storytime. And of course, one more time, Ari and Megan, thank you for joining us. And to everybody that is joining us later on for the recordings, well, we say good morning to you, good afternoon to you, good evening to you. Maybe it is your nighttime story today. Thank you so much for joining in. We're glad that you could take a few minutes to join in and read a book with us. Why not? And of course, if remember too that if you miss the lives, you can always catch the recordings at storytimewithmrlimada.com, at storytimewithmrlimada on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you so much for being here with us, and look forward to seeing you tomorrow when we're back. We're going to the library tomorrow. Love in the library. Come on in and join us. This one coming to us from CANDLEWICK Press as well. Maggie Tokudaho and of course Yas Imamura will be bringing this one. So please come and join us and let's have fun together. Thank you for being here with us on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. I wish you nothing but the best today. Yes, and if something puts you down, well, I hope that it goes away soon. I hope that you're able to bounce right back. I hope that you're able to bounce right back and and just be up and again, try again, be ready to try again. Thank you so much for joining in. I wanted to reread this part in the book where you know how the girl was scared of the woman in the blue coat with the big bag. But this page here too just says, I am a bird again. And now I know she is just like me. Isn't this world like that at times, right? We see people, we see things, and we just we judge from a distance, or we feel a certain way about them, and without really maybe having had the opportunity to know, to learn about them, to learn about what might be causing the differences, and find that common ground, find that space that allows us to all coexist in peace, right? And respectful of everybody that is in that community. So just something to think about too. And as we are walking out in the world, as we are moving out in the world, as we are existing in the world too, remember that we want to make sure that we're trying to learn, we're trying to accommodate others. And of course too, like there are times that we need to show up, we need to be firm about what's right, and indeed show up for it, stand up for it, and and demand it from everybody around us and even our leaders as well. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. I'm glad that we were here together. Please continue enjoying the games, continue enjoying the family time, continue enjoying reading books, and of course reading books with us here on Storytime. I love you guys, and I will see you again tomorrow for more Storytime. Much love from me. Bye-bye.
Story time with Mr. Lumada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lumada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lumada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lumada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing. Ooh, story time. Story time with Mr. Lumada. He will be starting soon. Story time with Mr. Lumada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't be lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing.